So round one, I get a decent start. I have Remember the Fallen, and I have an artifact, and I have Green Talk. So no reason to mulligan here. And yeah, let's see where the game brings us. So just going by, I chose to play first with this deck because I felt that it might be uh, quite aggressive. We'll see just how aggressive it is. So our opponent is green-black. That usually means dinosaurs or infect. Trade proposal, which I'm not going to respond to right now. So he's got no mana up, so I feel confident that nothing will happen to me when I play Glintalk and we play Paradise Mirror. If he'd had any mana open, especially if he'd had both, then I might have been a bit cautious of attempting that for fear of getting 2 for 1. So he plays a forest, which means that we know that he still has the swamp in hand. Doesn't do anything but else. So I attack only with the Glintalk for fear of him striking back at me with Despair. It seems like a poor trade for me. Yeah. He plays in Heavy Arbalest, which is a bit of a troublesome card for us, but I feel that I can get through that if I just get to punch him heavily enough. He does not. I attack with both because I don't mind trading here since I have another drop, and I need to raise the Heavy Obelisk, so all hits are good. On his turn, he only goes to equip. But I have Remember the Fallen, so I know that I will be able to regain some of the cards that I eventually lose here. And what I'm most afraid of here is that he's going to just kill my Partisan, because I think that's the strongest card on my side. But he does not, as you'll see. Instead, he decides to save himself as much damage as possible and kills the Glintalk. I'm not going to play Remember the Fallen just to get my Glintalk back, especially since it's going to waste 6 mana just to get Glintalk into play. Seems like a very bad idea. Yeah. So he plays Digester. I'm considering for a short while to just shoot it, but I think better of it and decides that it's better to just bash, and if he wants to trade with any of my creatures, that's fine. I got more to come. Now though he goes to beast within his own wellspring, and I didn't really feel like him getting a 3/3 token. I should have let him have that token. That would have been much better for me because I would have had targets. I would have had a better target for my Remember the Fallen. Instead, I shoot it, which kind of forces him to block, I suppose. But I would much rather have had him with the Beast Within token and the being able to shoot his heavy obelisk. Still, he's got no creatures in play. But here comes a Maul Splicer. So he effectively cuts back on the my board presence, my board advantage towards him. Here I do another mistake. I should have attacked right away, especially with the Conrad. I see, there's no reason to hold him back. I want to punch through damage, but I do nothing. I could have even attacked with the Partisan as well, just to be able to get that back with my Remember the Fallen. It can withstand a heavy obelisk activation. Instead, the opponent equips. I think he shoots my guy as well. Yeah. Now he plays a Bone Horde. So he plays a Bone Horde, which basically means that I'm looking for my one of my two into the chorus. If I get it into the core, everything is fine. If I don't, then we have some problem. Here I get a Volt Charge, which is a decent card. It's not going to win the game here, but with any luck, I just might be able to upset some of his plans. And yeah, I can't attack with anything because he has the ability to shoot one of my guys and grow his Bone Horde. So I just pass it back to him, and he shoots my Master Slicer, I think. No, the Convert first, and then he goes to re-equip. And I decide that I'd much rather have him waste his mana than actually do anything, so I shoot the Golem. And I'm not going to shrink my Partisan. That seems like a very bad idea. But yeah, my opponent is gaining board advantage, which is bad for us, but we do have the into the course. Getting away with both, doing away with both of his equipments will be a good game, since I have Remember the Fallen. So he re-equips again and does not attack. I understand him because he's so low on life that if I draw a removal, he's going to be dead. But I draw lands, and yeah, I've already drawn more lands and spells. So just hoping that I'm going that I get my into the course. I choose my Master Splicer, which is again it's the easy and correct play. and now he starts attacking. I have seen no reason to block since it's only going to be a jump block, and I'd much rather have him actually using his uh, Arbalest than getting free damage in. So now I decide that I'm going to risk him getting in with my golem because I want to reduce his life total, and I also, if possible, want to reduce his number of creatures. And I get one of those. I get to kill his golem, and then I can use Remember the Fallen to get back a couple of cards here. Um, Starting off by choosing my Perilous Mirror for for a creature instead of an artifact. So we're doing that, getting my Master Splicer because he gives me 2 blockers and the Perilous Mirror. Then to maximize my blockers this turn, I play the Mirror and the Glinthawk Idol. That way I can at least deal with one of his guys. If he shoots something, then I can animate my Glinthawk and get to block anyways. But it's not looking too good here. He's got a big guy which will eventually kill me. Another equip, and he shoots my mirror, and I shoot his Mauler. He does not want me to block with it, obviously. All these shootings back and forth means that I'm dead into hits of his Bone Horde, basically. But yeah, so I'm going into jump blocking mode here. I don't have much of a choice. I just wish that I'm able to actually drawing my outs, because if I do it here, then I do away with both his artifacts, and I have 2 creatures on board. Instead, I draw my Trigon, which isn't going to save me this turn, but in the future it might. It just might. Settle for my 2 jump blockers, and yeah, hope that he doesn't kill me this turn. Now he's got Deathhead Cobra, and that guy is quite good when you have it deal damage to things. Death Touch plus Arbalest is means that it kills anything. So he kills my golem and attacks. I have to block. I have to jump again. I don't feel like taking this damage. And yeah, this is the last. This is the last turn where I have any kind of chance at winning. I have to draw my into the core here. If I don't, then I'm dead. Of course, this plays another creature as well. And Suture Feast doesn't do it. So yeah, moving on to second game. I decide to side in Victorious Destruction, just because it deals with his bothersome artifacts. That might be a mistake, but I feel that I want to have another way of dealing with them, and I didn't see anything that I want to get shot all that much. Mole Splicer isn't what you want to get shot. So, second game, I decided to play last because I didn't feel like we had that aggressive on the start. And I get a keepable hand. It's not very aggressive, but it does have an idol. So my plan is to play idol, um, attack with it, and maybe return at the same turn, depending on what he does. So here I changed my plan to instead just playing the replica next turn, attack, and wait on my glint hawk for a better target to return. He sends the turn back to me with 3 mana open. I don't worry too much about that, but yeah, you'll see. Oh no, I forgot this time. He plays Line Sealers. And yeah, I play the replica and bash, and I have already decided that I'm not going to block the Line Sealer. If he wants to kill my replica, he can go ahead and do it. He does get through for 2 damage, but if he doesn't kill it, then he's trading damage in a way that I want to. And 2 points of damage here doesn't seem like all that much big of a deal to me. Now here's where my plan is to attack, return, and replay, unless something happens. And something does happen. My opponent has sided in Piston Strike. So now I've got a Glint Hawk which I can't use profitably, and my opponent has reached 5 lands and is getting close to his big brutal dice. I do get my Splicer on board, so I feel quite comfortable. I mean, if his play is a Bone Horde, then I got the Divine Offering. Now here end of turn he does it again, so to speak. He beast within his own Wellspring. That isn't too good for us because now he's got a creature as large as our biggest creature. He also plays a Berserker. I decided that I'm not going to block here because I'd much rather try and draw a creature so that I can kill his Marauder. Instead, I draw land. I can't do anything with the cards I have, so I just chip it back to him. And now we are in a not very good position with him bashing down at us with dinosaurs. Here I start complaining a little bit that my deck isn't performing, kind of giving away that I'm not going to win this game. He bashes me with both, and I take the chance to jump with my slicer. If I were to draw my remember the fallen, then I want to have slicers in the graveyard. He attacks with his two non-infect guys, I think, here. And yeah. My opponent did quite a bit more thinking than I did. I didn't have these kinds of choices. So yeah, he decides to attack with only non-infectors, doesn't want to lose his infect guy. Give me a jumper for a turn. I kill what I can and draw a Master Slicer, which would be quite a good draw if I can get it to trade with his Marauder, because it is 5 power. Again, he's thinking about something. I'm thinking that it's most likely not going to happen, but I have to try, because I don't have much of a choice other than that. I mean, I could buy 2 turns of jumping, but if he's got some kind of trick, I'd much rather have him use it now than later. That would work. He does have a trick. Grasp of Darkness, removing the chance I had of killing him just there. But now I get something going here. I have Perilous Mirror and Windfall to have another 5 points of damage. Quite suboptimal, but what can you do? Yeah, so this time that he hits, I once again, well, first he tries to shoot me down, and I have the offering this turn to deal with it. He's got a bunch of lives, but if I can stabilize, that doesn't really matter. So he starts bashing again, and once more I try to trade 2 for 1. It's a matter of me deciding between the 2-turn clock and the 4-turn clock, and I decide that 4 turns is more than 2. Simple math. Then I get into some more lands. I think that I drew 12 or something lands this turn, and nothing that I could play. Less things to play, and this is the time when I draw the Into the Core for no value. Yeah. I do get a cohort to maybe buy me some time killing one of those guys. once more have to decide between a 2-turn clock or a 4-turn clock, and as before, 4 turns is more than 2, so this is about as close I get to being able to beat him. One creature spell here, and I'm good, but that's too much to ask for. So I keep drawing my lands, and yeah, a 1 life, which I will be at when he's hit me with those 2. It has to be the Remember the Fallen. There's nothing else I can say here. No, remember the Fallen. 11 lands, and I'm dead. So, moving on to the last game, because after this, I am one to get a draw, a bye.